Hey guys, what's up YouTube? I am getting on here today to show a little discussion from my Twitch channel. We were doing a broadcast about Elden Ring Neightreign, and we were having a little debate on whether or not we thought that it was a good idea that Neightreign was adding the weekly rotation supercharged bosses, I guess you can say, or whatever their name is. But so, oh man, so me and my buddy Y Play Games or Daniel, we were having a conversation about the different pros and cons to them making the decision to make it weekly versus just adding the third phase of the bosses as a separate list. So pretty much he was on the side of whenever there was a new boss released, it should stay there. So like we had Gaping Jaw, and then this week we have Dark Drift, but Gaping Jaw is gone now. He thinks that Gaping Jaw should have stayed, then Dark Drift would stay, and then they just keep adding to the list. And I thought that maybe perhaps pertaining to maybe server issues or the devs just wanting to put a spotlight on the new bosses they just worked on. I was on those talking points, and you'll see that throughout the video. But if you like the video and you maybe want to be part of this discussion next time around, go ahead and join me at Trey Plays TTV on Twitch, or if you enjoy the content on YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll keep you up to date on things, and we'll also talk more about this stuff. I also do live stream on YouTube, so if you are in the chat, I will see that. So if you just want to stay on this platform, that's a-okay. I also have a TikTok. You can go ahead and check that out. It's Trey Plays TV. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in and enjoy the video.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's not a mobile game.
I I don't know.
Like, I'm not in it for
I
weekly
mean
rotating stuff. If I'm gonna put my time in something
the
like that, I want to be able to see my accomplishments and see what I've beaten. I don't want to have a weekly rotating thing that I have to hop on every single week and, like, check weekly like a fucking mobile game that I have to log in daily to on my fucking phone. Like, that's so pathetic. It's so completely not worth my time whatsoever. I'm not gonna play the game just to get shit and then that shit disappear. Like, no.
well, you keep the shit.
I know, but it's, like, that's pointless. Like the fact that I didn't beat Jaw yet, and I just can't not beat Jaw now. Like that is so childish and pathetic. I've never heard of anything worse of a game design, like by From Software, and it pissed me off so much that I genuinely think I don't even know if I'll buy the next From Software game. Like I'm just gonna take a break from it for a couple years. Like that is, you don't understand how bad it pissed me off. It's not a fucking mobile game. Like if I wanted to log in daily and collect rewards and buy a battle pass and get cosmetics and do all that shit, I would just play a mobile game on my
My
phone.
worry, because like part of me is like wants to agree with that, but
Well, think about
my
it. What if they don't?
my
What if they don't bring Jaw back for like 4 months? You're telling me that I would genuinely have to wait 4 months to be able to come back and defeat something and get a reward that
they
was
do
already there for people? It's stupid. No, it's like it's an Elden Ring game. That's not how it should work.
well. I'm not saying I disagree, but I'm also thinking about it from the standpoint of, let's say they keep Gaping Jaw in, and they keep adding a new supercharged boss every week. It's
Then there's gonna be
it's
one old boss, one supercharged boss, and then guess what they do? They add another phase after that, after the supercharged bosses. That way you can go in. Like think about the people that actually like really play the game for like content and shit like that. Like people that like are like, oh yeah, guys, like I'll help you beat Gaping Jaw. I've been practicing it for this whole week. Like, come tune into the stream. Gets 100 viewers. Come tune in the stream. I'll help you guys beat this. Oh shit, a new boss came out. I'm sorry for everybody I didn't get to help, and now I won't be able to get content off that anymore. Like, what?
well, and in that sense it's shitty. But like also think about like if they added, like say they had the entire roster of bosses
More bosses, the
supercharged.
better.
Well, I'm not necessarily disagreeing with that, but at the same time, it might be fucking hard to find lobbies. Because this game didn't do particularly well in the first place. Them rotating it out weekly keeps everybody on one supercharged boss at a time. And so if you go by that, I mean, how many weeks? 3, 4, 5, 7 weeks. It's like 2 months almost.
What, for Gaping Jaw to come back?
I mean,
See, that's what I mean. Like right now, currently, if I didn't delete Neightreign already, and I was like being like, oh, I'm gonna wait for Jaw to come back to beat it, I would currently be doing the same exact thing I am doing with my mobile game right now. Like literally right now on my mobile game, I'm waiting for an event to start tomorrow, so I can play the event, and then guess what the event does? It goes away. It's like, because it's a MOBA. That's what you do in MOBAs. That's what happens in MOBAs. This game is not a MOBA. It is literally a Elden Ring game. I don't know. I don't get it. It completely ruined it for me. The fact that if I would have beat Jaw already, I wouldn't have been that pissed off about it. But like the fact that I didn't beat Jaw and the fact that I'm not to wait, I'm not going to wait. Like that's just crazy.
Look, I know it's shitty. Trust me. I feel the same way, bro. I missed out on it. I didn't beat it either. I got so
It's
close
not
so
even
many
just
fucking
about that
times.
either. It's just like the fact that like, why would I don't know. Like the game right now is it's just like it's a fucking mobile. Like that's just mobile shit, bro. Like the game is forcing you to play. Well, there's a quote unquote air quotations around this event going on, like a weekly event, and then that weekly event goes away, and will come back a later time.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
it's forcing me to play right now so I can do this boss, which would be it's just a waste of my time. Because then if I get on and I try to beat it and I don't beat it, then oh shit, I don't get to try again for another 4 or 5 weeks.
well,
Like, I'm ready to sit here for 4 or 5 weeks, just wait.
another thing is like, what if they're only doing like one at a time for right now, and then they just add them all later?
Well, that I
I
would be
could see
completely
that
fine with.
once they do
But
a
I just
full.
don't.
Well, I mean,
I
there's
don't
no
understand why
guarantee
they
that they're
couldn't
not
be in
doing
all at the
that.
same time.
Well, I think.
I
mean,
don't. If I'm going to be
they
honest, I
put.
really don't think servers are a problem with that game. Like, I
Well,
get that
it
it's
might
hard to find
then.
servers.
I
But, like,
mean, from
also
a
the reason that
marketing
was.
standpoint, if I'm putting a bunch of effort into something, I would want to give it its time to shine, you know? Like, I mean, for me, like, now I'm going to be like, I wonder what next week's boss is going to be. I wonder what moves they're going to have. And then it builds that anticipation. And then say they do release them all whenever Jaw comes back around. Now we know, like, and like, we've seen each new, like, ability and shit. Because, like, I'm sure that a lot of people have the same issue with it that you do with
It's
it.
also. You also got to think about another a huge factor. They just literally shit on speedrunners. Shit on them. Like, actually shit on them. Because if every single one of those Sovereign Night bosses were in the game, guess what? There would be a speedrun of how fast you could beat all the Sovereign Night bosses, how fast you could beat all the normal bosses and the Sovereign Night bosses, which would technically be the whole game, which right now, like, technically, they took like a part of the game we paid for away. Like, realistically. Because, like, I paid for that fight by buying the game and them adding it into the game, and by them taking it out, they quite literally, basically, like, robbed my, like, experience in the game by taking it away. I don't know. I don't agree with it whatsoever. It's so disappointing to me.
Well, I kind of want to see how it plays out, because if they do end up just adding them
If
all
they do
later,
add all of them, then I mean that's completely fine with me if they add all of them at some point. But the fact that they're gonna rotate them even before that is so disappointing.
I mean, from a me standpoint, like, I would want, me personally, like, say I were to, like, make a boss or whatever, like I'm working on the game and like there's like multiple departments that just do different bosses and stuff, and like I worked on dark, like let's say for example, I worked on the supercharged variant of Night Aspect. Like I would want it to like have its own time to shine. I wouldn't want like everybody jumping in. Like I don't know, like me personally, like I'd want everybody to be kind of forced to do that one thing for a little bit, just for everybody to see the fight and stuff and enjoy the work that I put into adding flavor on top of a already crazy boss. Because, like, all of these bosses are crazy, and to see them in that new light whenever they do all those new moves, come out already in their second phase, pretty much. I mean, it's neat. But, like, personally, I'm not super mad at it right now. My kind of peeved that we missed out on that. Yeah. I'm peeved a little bit, but it's not gonna keep me from playing the game. I still enjoy the game. I still love doing runs. Plus, I've already had
You
some
are
good
the
times.
sub-main invite, Trey.
I don't know. The only reason I liked even playing the game is so I can see all the X's next to the bosses in a row to see that I'm completing the game slowly. Like, the only reason I even felt like playing it was so I could have the gaping jaw beat, and now the fact that I know if I even beat the Dark Drift Knight, I'm technically not done with the game, pisses me off so badly. Like, you can beat the Dark Drift Knight, and you just don't have the game beat, and you just are stuck not being able to have the game beat right now.
Yeah, but it also, like, I don't know, it kind of prevents the whole, like, getting on the game and drilling through the last three bosses first try and then being like, well, now what?
Trey, imagine somebody who right now, like what you just said, okay, you just do that. But imagine having to do that, and then getting on 1 week and being like, alright, well, there's one boss, beating it first try, and then being like, alright, well, I'm just gonna put the game down for a week. And then next week you get on, and you beat it first try, and you're like, what's the even point of this? I'm not waiting another week for another whole boss. And then you lose players.
That's a
You
fair argument,
definitely
too.
lose more players by that like philosophy, I feel like, for sure, because people are just gonna be like, why the fuck would I want to wait when I could just go do other shit? All these other new games coming out, all this other new shit coming out, I could just not wait, and then they're just gonna lose player base. Because realistically, like 90% of people that play games anyways aren't really dedicated to the games. They just hop on after work. You know what I mean? They just get on for an hour after work. Like that middle-aged dad who's playing and is like, oh, let me get on and fight the boss and try to beat the game. And then it takes him 10 tries to beat the boss. And he's like, that was pretty fun. What's next? Oh, there's nothing next. Alright, well, I guess I'm done with the game. Pops off. Doesn't even know that a boss is coming out next week. You know what I mean? Like, just completely is done with the game forever because it doesn't even know that there's a weekly thing rotating like that. He's just done with it forever. Because he's like, oh, yeah, I beat the game.
Yep, and I
Like
mean,
the casual, like
there's
the
pros and
casual
cons to
definitely
it.
isn't even going to realize
And
that the bosses are
the
rotating.
cons are definitely outweigh the pros for that. But I still think that
I mean,
I think it's still
like you
worth
said, there's a
playing.
lot of things that can be healthy for it. But I mean, I don't know.
I mean, but
Oh my
with that
god,
only time will tell. I mean, Rivals is the same shit too.
Rivals is advertised like that, and also Rivals is a multiplayer versus game. So like when I get on there, I'm expecting to fight other people, and I knew what the game was before it got released. This game, like I said, like I feel like I'm personally being robbed. Like genuinely, I feel like they actually are taking my time away from me. Because I don't even see a point. I wasted like 5 hours trying to fight that boss. For
I
no
mean,
reason.
I was right there with you. I mean, you probably fought it more than I did, but I fought it a good amount of times too. So Brian, you did Tricephaloscaping